안녕하세요. 오늘도 영상 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 오늘은요, 쉐어릿 스튜디오의 라파엘을 모시고 우리가 한국 아마존 셀러로서 과연 북미에서 제품을 판매할 때 과연 잘된 리스팅이란 무엇인지, 또 A피규어 셀러들은 어떻게 해서 리스팅을 최적화해 나가는지, 어떤 포인트들이 중요한지, 사실 저희가 한국 셀러다 보니까 그런 부분들이 좀 와닿지 않을 수 있잖아요. 그래서 그런 부분들에 대해서 한번 진행을 해보도록 하겠습니다. 또 라파엘이 준비한 프레젠테이션이 또 뭐 저희가 잘 아는 그 축구의 스타, 월드스타도 나오고 한다고 하니까요. 여러분들 끝까지 한번 봐주시고요. 또 제가 좋은 질문들도 많이 준비를 했으니까 기대해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 그러면 우리 라파엘을 불러보도록 하겠습니다. Nice to meet you, 라파엘.
Well, Bill, thank you so much for having me, my friend. Really appreciate it.
How are you today?
Good, my friend. Good. I don't speak any Korean, unfortunately, but I speak Spanish and English.
Yeah. Okay, so if anybody speaks Spanish, when you contact Rafael, you can speak Spanish. Okay, Rafael, please say hello to Korean Amazon sellers who are watching this video.
How do you say hi in Korean?
Hi in Korea. Okay, let me teach you. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Yeah, oh yeah, yes, good. Yeah.
Okay. 안녕하세요, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it.
Okay. So, Rafael, do you ready to presentation? What do you want to talking about today? What is your topic today?
So the first thing, I know that everybody's busy. We as entrepreneurs, we have very limited time and we need to learn as fast as possible. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to talk about some really key things and not just tell them what to do. I think the most important thing is understanding what to do. And then for them as their CEOs, try to make the best decision possible. In YouTube right now, as you know, there's so many people there that telling you how to do things A, B, and C. And they're just trying to showed you a way, and I think the best way is for you to understand and then rationalize, think, and then you execute based on your brand and based on your knowledge, right? So people tend to overcomplicate things. I don't want to do this. I want to give them some ideas and then they execute, right?
Okay.
I'm not trying to explain it.
Sorry to cutting you. Well, I have a question. So you say a lot of people making, complicated, right? They're on YouTube content and something else. So what do you think are some factors that making things more competitive, complicate for people? Could you provide an example or your opinion? Yeah.
So when you sell it online, okay, and you're an entrepreneur, a lot of times they're telling you, hey, you should do there has to be a quite an example, but you have to do A. But depending, maybe your product, you don't have to do A. For example, if you're selling a product at $100, the way you market it is not the same way you market a product that's $20, right? If I'm selling a lotion for anti-wrinkles for women in their 30s and 40s, and I use a male in his 20s as a buyer persona, or I'm targeting males in their 20s as a buyer persona, I'm not doing an effective job. So you shouldn't be overcomplicated. You should understand the data, and based on that data, then you execute. Understand the landscape of your product, of your buyer persona is the most important thing. And from there, Amazon gives you tools. And then based on those tools and based on the knowledge you have and the data that you have, that's how you should execute. So that's why I'm trying to make it as simple as possible based on the data that you have.
Yeah, I agree with your opinion. Always the simple is best thing, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Continue. Yeah. Please.
Yeah. A lot of times less is more. I want, because when I see somebody online, I'm like, who is this and why should I trust this person? I'm not saying you trust me, but this is the experience that I have. I'm a filmmaker. I started my filmmaking career as a music video director in 2009. And then from there, I transitioned into marketing and commercials because I'm an audio engineer as well. And there's not a lot of money in music videos, and I like to live. I like to eat. I like to have a roof on top of my head. So I transitioned into commercial filmmaking, And that led me into marketing. And in 2018, I found out Amazon because I was working at Nickelodeon, and my boss's best friend was selling a coffee machine, coffee products on Amazon. And he's like, hey, I'm doing really bad. Can you help me out? And I was like, yeah, of course I can help you out, dude. And I started making content for him. The content did really good. And then I met my mentor. His name is Josh Nelson. It's this guy right here. Let me see if I can see it. Can you guys see it?
Oh, yeah.
This guy's right here. And he's like, hey, you have to reach down and be the best at it. So I was like, wow, that means that I have to quit everything else and just focus on one thing. And that thing was e-commerce. And he's like, no. E-commerce is too broad. You have to be the best at one thing only. I was like, wow, what can it be? I was like, okay, Amazon. Amazon's nice. Amazon's growing. Amazon's huge. Like, this is an opportunity. And that's where I found out about Jungle Scout, which we actually are partners with Jungle Scout. We're certified partners with Jungle Scout. And it was amazing. From there, it was amazing. Like, and not just from my end, but also for my clients. My clients have really good results based on the data. Because you have to understand, people that are buying online, they cannot see the product. They cannot touch the product. Right?
Yeah.
So the only sense that they have is hearing, but also visually, right? So we have to transmit all the other 5 senses and make them feel like they need this product through the visuals. And so yeah, these are some of the accolades that we have. You can see our full portfolio here, and you see all the greatest of all time. If you're a Messi fan, it's okay. It's okay. I forgive you if you're a Messi fan. Yeah, so the reason why is because we have a very cool presentation today. We're going to talk about the Euro and the Copa America today. So you'll see the presentation today. I believe in South Korea, you're big football. We call it football or soccer fans.
Yeah.
Right? So
a lot of soccer fans in South Korea, Son Heung-min and other biggest player. A lot of Korean Amazon seller, and not only Korean Amazon seller, maybe there are another Amazon seller too. Amazon 2024 is it's very harder, very difficult than before, maybe 2020, back in 2020, maybe 2019, more easier than 2024. So many people thought maybe bigger seller, like maybe big company, only can succeed in Amazon. Small seller or solopreneur or small seller, they cannot survive in Amazon 2024 because they cannot spend, a lot of money to making good video. And so I want to hear your opinion. What do you think? Yeah, they can still survive in 2024 in Amazon, or only bigger company can survive in 2024 in Amazon?
That's a great question, man. That's a great question. I feel like it's a two-way street. So before we get there, the reason why I started Spirit Creative Studios is because I know that if I help them, all right, I don't make almost any money with Spirit, but I know that if I help them grow, when they grow, they're going to come back to me. So it's like one hand washes the other hand and they both wash their face. So I want to help, and then the community brings back. Does it make sense? Like I honestly do want to help. Small sellers in 2024 at Amazon, it does take more money to start on Amazon, 100%. It's not like 2015 where you have like $1,000. Like, oh my God, I started an Amazon business with $1,000, $2,000. It's not the case anymore, unfortunately. But there is more traffic on Amazon. Amazon sales are growing year over year. So it does take more money. I wouldn't start an Amazon business if I didn't have minimum of like between $5,000 to $10,000, me personally. And also depending on the product, you do need a budget to start on Amazon right now. I do believe that depending on the offer that you're giving, if your offer is good enough and your product's good enough, and you have a really good marketing, at least very aesthetic, and you're offering a better quality, at least visually, and a good product, I believe that you can succeed. It's gotta be slower, but you can succeed. Obviously, the more budget you have and the more aggressive you come into the marketplace, the better you're going to do. But if you don't have a big budget, you can still do it. It's just going to take a little bit longer because you have to go slower, obviously, right? It's like racing a race car driver. If you have Honda, and then you have a Ferrari. Like, like Ferrari is like a pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So it just depends. It just depends.
Just depend. Okay. Thank you for your honestly opinion. Yeah, please continue. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So these are some of the brands that we work with. We work with Spring Miracle brand. They do a very good. Also, we work with great brands as well, with GB batteries. I don't know if they're pretty big in Europe. I don't know if they're big in South Korea, but they're pretty big in Europe. And so these are just some of the accolades that we've done. We do offer, because they're watching this. If you guys need any help, guys, like literally, I can jump on a call, 15 minutes. Free of charge, and just give you ideas. Just, hey, you should do this, maybe you should do that. Or if you want your listener audit, like, hey, maybe you can optimize this, optimize that. The ideas that I give you, you don't necessarily have to work with me. You can go and do whatever you want, because I know if those ideas are good, if you execute them, you're going to come back, right?
Yeah,
so,
of course. Yeah.
Again, it's one hand washes the other hand type of situation, guys.
So true.
All right, so you guys ready to start? So this is going to be a big analogy, and I'm going to try to make it as fast as possible so you guys have time to keep on going on your day. But it's going to be a little bit long, just a little bit long, but I think it's going to be entertaining, all right? I'm trying to give you value and at the same time entertain you, okay? So Amazon's like Amazon FBA is like football, soccer, football, depending on where in the world you're at.
Yeah.
So don't worry. If you don't like soccer or football, I'm sorry. We're in the Euro season. And if hopefully you'll be able to understand this.
Don't worry, all Korean people like soccer, Yeah.
Just in case. Just in case. So just like in football, you call it soccer or football in South Korea? Football.
Soccer, I think.
Really? Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you say in South Korean?
축구. Yeah, 축구. Yeah.
축구.
Yeah, 축구.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you like 축구, then you're gonna be able to like this. Okay.
Yeah.
So imagine that your Amazon FBA business is operating like K1, League One, right? So you need a winning team, obviously, to be able to win. Okay. So you're the manager. Okay. You're the manager. You're the technical director. All right. And this is your team, and this is the opposite team. All right. So knowing the strategy, all right, this is a strategy you will be following to win K1. This is your listing. Right, your striker, Son, right? Let's say,
Son,
this is your listing, right? The striker, okay. And to score the winning goal, your striker needs to be really good, okay. So you need to have a sharp striker. It has to be in good shape, meaning that you have to use the right keywords. It has to be optimized, right? Imagine that if Son was very big and slow, he wouldn't be able to score that many goals, right? So you need to be optimized, right?
Yeah.
And you need to be alert, prepared to convert visitors into buyers, okay? But just like soccer or suka, success is about having a star. It's just about having a star striker. You need, to get the ball, right? Which is the product, the buyer, from the midfielders to the striker, okay? You need to send the traffic over there. Right? Okay. But, right. So that's why you have PPC campaigns to drive the traffic. Right. So these PPC campaigns and this listing optimization is going to send the traffic into your listing, right? Traffic into your listing, and your listing has to convert, which is the goal.
Yeah.
Right. So you can convert. Right. That's what you want. But when you send the traffic, there's a lot of things happening. You got defense. Okay. What is the defense? Those are the competitors. Those are people coming in and lowering the ball on your listing.
Yeah.
Maybe they're offering a lower discount. Maybe they're offering a bigger bundle, so on and so forth. So it's gonna be hard to send that listing, that traffic into your listing, which is your striker, to make a goal. Okay, because you have opposition. Just like in football, okay? It will be overcrowded. Competition's got to be crazy. So the midfield eventually can steal the ball back and, not convert, okay?
Yeah.
So that's why you need to open up the field. You have the wingers, okay? Your laterals, right? So they can send traffic to your Amazon listing, all right? So that's where external traffic comes into place. Right? So you have your traffic on Amazon, but sometimes that's not enough. That's why you need external traffic. You, as a manager, your goal is to make the best decisions for your listing. This
Yeah.
is your listing. You want to get the traffic to your listing. You want to get the ball into your striker so some can get the goal. All right.
Mhm.
So certain traffic sources will drive customers, right, from the flanks directly into your listing. Okay. So now, how do we make sure we have the best player in every position? Okay, because it's a team's effort. It's
Yeah.
not just having one star player because his son was in the field by himself. He couldn't do anything, right?
Yeah.
He needs to have the goalkeepers. He needs to have the midfielders. He needs to have the wingers. He needs to have everything has to be in order to be able to score the goal. And the goal, what is to make money? That's the goal.
Yeah.
Not like there's a saying, it's not about the money because the process is nice, but it's about the money at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
So we want to know what 8-figure sellers do because they're the ones who are very successful. Okay. So this is where I jump into video. Okay. So there's a saying here in the US, I don't know if in South Korea. One image tells more than 1,000 words. Okay. So video has 24 images per second. So imagine how much you can say with a video. Okay. This is part of optimizing that content, optimizing that listing, right? So here's some things that you need to know about videos and the secret source of top-notch marketing strategy for them.
Yeah.
There's a secret of having a full team of players. So it's Cha, Son, Hong.
Hong. Yeah.
So you want to have those team players, those stars in your team. If you don't have stars in your team, it's going to be very difficult. Yeah, you ask a question?
Yeah. So you're talking about the video content is very important to success in Amazon, right? So why do you think video content? Yeah. So why do you think video content is the essential for an effective Amazon FBA marketing strategy? And what type of video having strong impact? Because there are so many video types, like I can say maybe UGC or ad types video, or like a vertical, video, the horizon video, like a different, aspects here. A lot of type of video. What is the most impact, video type? What do you think? Yeah.
That's a beautiful question, Mopio. And it's just going to depend how your field is being played, right? How your field is being played. And what's your field? It's your niche. What's your product? Are you selling a $100 product? Are you getting a lot of traffic on Amazon and not converting? Are you getting very little traffic, but you're converting very high? Okay, if you're getting a lot of little traffic and you're converting very, very much, really good, maybe you need to do your wingers. Maybe you're getting so much traffic, a lot of traffic, but you're not converting. So why are you not passing the ball to your star player? Maybe the defense are too good. And maybe you need to get a video, which is a midfielder that's going to get that ball here. Right? So it just depends on it. And that's why we're going to talk about the types of videos that you should be doing or the type of tools that you should be adjusting. For example, maybe you don't have a premium A+ content. Maybe you need a premium A+ content. So that's what we're going to get into as quick as possible. So for example, this is a video that's more like conversion. Let me show you.
Okay.
So for this video, we're showcasing how the product is made, how you can use the product, in which ways you can use the product, and trying to keep as entertaining as possible because people like to be entertained. The attention span right now, because of TikTok, because of all social media, is very low, like 3 seconds. If you don't like video within the first 3 seconds, people get out of there, okay? So you want to catch the attention as much as possible. Because of this video, okay, you can see that this is the campaign before we touched this listing at all. And this is the campaign afterwards, right? So the unit search percentage, the USP, changed from 0.7 to 1.07. And even though we got less traffic, because that was the idea, to spend less money, but get more unit session percentage, okay? So units order by month were like very lower, and they increased. That's just by adjusting one video. Imagine if you adjust the whole listing. Obviously, everything has to be good to be able to get those sales, okay?
Yeah.
For the parent ASINs, month after month, they also, the conversion rate also increased by 48%, right? So what are the 3 essential videos that you need, and what are the elements that will make them buy them, those products, right? So I'm going to show you three. These are 3 videos from many, because we can talk about way more videos. One is the listing video and the Premium A Plus content video. This is very important, guys. You're the entrepreneur. Your job is not to shoot the video and edit the video. Your job as the CEO of your company, as the president of your company, is to have the knowledge to say, this is a good video, this is a bad video. This video is going to help me, this video is not going to be good. So that's what I'm trying to teach you today, okay?
Yeah.
A listing video and the Premium Plus content video, they have to work hand in hand to address all the concerns. What is that concern? Is this product going to help me? Is this product going to solve my problem? Is this product for me? Is this product for somebody else? What are those things that you're trying to address? So, for example, it can be a how-to video, how to install it, what you need. Okay. Everything that we're showing is created by us, by the way. Nothing here is a stock. Everything's created by us. The other videos should be FAQ videos or lifestyle videos, meaning showcasing the product in work, actually how it is. Okay. Please do not repeat the same video. What does that mean?
Yeah, I have I have a question. So what is the FAQ video? Because how do you make it the FAQ video?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
So, as you know, when we are analyzing Amazon videos, when we are analyzing Amazon listings to create a product, we look at reviews of our competitors, right? We look like, hey, this competitor has a problem with, I don't know, let's say it's a water bottle. This competitor has a problem with the nozzle. Let's make our nozzle better so we beat that competitor, right?
Yeah.
So in your listing, at some point, hopefully, you'll get a lot of reviews and you'll get people asking questions dependent on your product. Let's say you're selling a gimbal, just like this one, DJI gimbal, right? And people are asking a lot of questions about the size of the gimbal, right? So if people are asking a lot of questions about the size of the gimbal and you see that that trend coming, maybe in your video, not just infographics, maybe in your video, next time you make a video and you optimize it, you answer that question. Hey, this gimbal is 30 centimeters tall and 5 centimeters wide, right? So that's FAQs, frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
And lifestyle, showing how you use the gimbal. Okay. So those are some of the types of videos that you should be considering. This is for the listing videos. Remember, depending on the video, this is very important, guys. Please, if you get one thing out of this, is this. Dependent on the video placement, okay? Depending on the video placement, your video should transmit a different message. What does that mean? Imagine that you're posting a video on TikTok of something very funny, I don't know, or something very, there was like the most watched videos, like a girl twerking, something like that on TikTok, right? If you post that video on TikTok, you might get millions of views. But if you post the same video on LinkedIn, you might not get so many views and actually might hurt you. Why? Because the same video, depending on the placement, okay, it's not going to convert as good as possible because of the audience that's watching it. Meaning that if people are watching a video and you're listing, that video is they want to be nurtured. They want to be, they want to understand more about your product. If they're watching a video, like a PPC video, you want to attract that traffic. One video is for converting and one video is driving traffic. 2 different videos.
2 different videos. Different position player. So striker, like a defender, like all video needed to be different position. Different goal, different position.
That's a good analogy. That's it, dude. That's actually a great analogy, man. So don't repeat the same video. If you're using a video for PPC, it shouldn't be the same one for your listing. Again, some people are gonna say, but I use this video here and it's worked fine. Maybe it works for your product. Maybe you get competition and now you have to optimize. Maybe it worked 2 years ago, but times change. So it's just gonna depend on a lot of factors. Another thing, your video should be disturbing. What does that mean? And not just disturbing, also disruptive. What does that mean? That means that when they see it, it has to be something that makes them like makes them like feel like something is maybe even wrong or something's maybe like wow, because you need that wow factor just to leave them there. Okay, so that's why in this first part of the video we're throwing a piece of meat, literally, because the main keyword was what you call it, not cardboard, sorry, table for cutting meat. So that's why we put the piece of meat there. Okay, cutting board for cutting meat. For example, this in the battery, we just like flick the batteries. Okay. Also, you need to display your branding as much as you can because you want to create brand awareness. Okay, let's go to PPC videos. This is the first one. Remember, the first one is listing videos and pre-post content videos. Videos that you want to transmit why your product is better than the competition's, what people are getting from that product, why they should buy it. The second one is PPC videos. These videos are very important, and this is just to drive the traffic. So that's basically your midfield sending that ball to your striker. Okay, your striker is your listing. Remember, song is your listing. Okay, so PPC videos. Okay, they drive traffic. We at Share Studio, since I've been working. Since I'm a filmmaker, I've been doing it for a very long time. I've worked for companies such as Nickelodeon, Red Bull TV. I shot commercials for Nissan. I lived in New York, just like you, Bopio. I was living in New York. I was working in the industry. And I did a lot of short films. I did a lot of cool things. We developed this technique, which is basically a technique that we want to grab attention, give you benefits, and then you'll see. Let me show you what I mean by that. Attention, okay? Want to tell them the problem, benefits, and the brand. Okay, that's quick. 30 seconds tops. Okay. So you guys can read this, but it's basically that you want to attention, problem, solve the problem. Okay. And then create brand awareness. This is a video we did for our friend Kevin King. And it was a video that actually won an award. We competed against other companies. We competed in Kenji ROI. We competed against other two. This was a competition made by Pigfood. And we won that competition against the people. And let me just show you the video.
Okay, let's see. So you did this, right?
Yeah. So everything that you see, all the creative assets that you see, we've created it. Yes, we created this video.
Yeah. So if someone watching this video and then they want to making some similar video quality, like you just showed me that this kind of quality video, how long you guys taking time like making this kind of video? I mean, depend on the situation, but usually like average you.
2 weeks, month, depending on how many videos, depending on how many edits we need. So for example, we did it with a client. This client needed like 200 videos, 200 plus videos, because he had a very, very, very large pool of products. And those 200 videos took us like 3 months. We have clients that we shot videos which are fairly simple. It's an easy to use product within a week, 2 weeks, averagely a month, I would say. Depends a lot on the complexity of the product.
Yeah, if they wanna request to your company, what is the process that they have to, listing audit first, or what? Can you explain to me a little bit about your process, your company process?
Yeah, that's a great question. The first thing, you have to get on a call with us so we understand what you need and what you're looking for, and see how we can help you. Maybe the problem that you're looking at, maybe we can attack it in a different way. And once we're on the call, we assess, we understand what you need, and then that's it. We create a proposal, we send it to you, and if you like it, we work. and we start working, we create a content proposal, meaning that we get access to your Seller Central. We look at your data, your reports, your PPC spend. We look at what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right. And based on that, we create the content. So for example, let's just say that you need to drive traffic and your main keyword is green water bottle. And that's the keyword that you spend the most amount of money on. And you're not getting enough traffic because of that keyword, even though you're spending a bunch of money and you have a very bad video there. What we do is we come in, we make a better video, and we create this, and hopefully that will drive traffic. Let's just say it's in bursts. Let's just say that you have a great PPC and your PPC is amazing, but your conversion rate is like 5%, 6%. You want to get it to 12%, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a conversion problem, meaning that people are going to your listing and your listing is not transmitting enough value to that buyer, right? So what we do is we come in and we assess like, okay, this is the data. Hey, 50% of your buyers are female and the other 50 are male. Then we should create assets, staff, male and female in lifestyles, right? So we optimize the listing, we optimize your striker, we train Sun as much as possible.
Yeah, train Sun. Yeah.
So Sun makes that goal, creates that goal. So that's it. Just get on a call with us and we'll take it from there. You can scan this QR code at any time.
Yeah.
Just book a call. It's completely free, guys.
Thank you for your explanation. Maybe next question, we Amazon seller are doing our best to improve conversion rate. This video, because they want to put in this video because of improve conversion rate, right? But if someone needed to enhance their images because they cannot make video for some reason, they can only improve image. What type of image is most impact to improve conversion rate, because there are so many image type, listing image type too, right? So lifestyle or infography, or what do you think?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. So this is where I come into the first part of this video, which was everybody's telling you what to do, and you don't just there's no such thing as a template for everything. Look at your product. What is your product, and who is your buyer? The most important thing, your buyer, because the buyer is the person who's gonna pay money for it, right? So how can you manipulate emotionally and subconsciously your buyer into thinking, I need this is gonna solve my problem, I'm gonna buy this because it's gonna make my life better. This is gonna make me be anti-wrinkly. This is gonna make me have a better kitchen. This is gonna make me make my hormones better. This is gonna make my loved one feel better when I propose to her. This is gonna make my kitchen look better. This is gonna make me feel like the antibacterial is good. This is gonna make my kids happy. This is gonna make you know what I mean? On and so forth, right? That's what I mean by that. Okay, so it's just gonna depend. So the image, product comparison, lifestyle image, infographic, a image that showcases how the product is built. It's just gonna depend on your product and your buyer persona.
Yeah, I agree. Buyer persona is the most important thing, right? Because our product, who's gonna buy our buyer, right? So out there are so many, strategy, research buyer persona. For example, we can do pick who, find the buyer persona, and then we can also see our seller central buyer persona, demographic, their age and then their education. We can also see all data, right? From your experience, if they want to more understand, buyer, they try to more understand buyer. What strategy is good? For example, do a research people, or to research more, seller central things, or just going to actual, offline event or something like that. From your experience, any other advice for me?
Yeah, there's some good advice I can give you. I think the most basic one, and that a lot of people underestimate is the power of reviews and the frequently asked questions as well. That's one of the things that they should, like, I would start there, right? Because those are real people asking real questions. Those are people on that exact product looking at those questions. Then for Pigful, based on that, you can ask people the questions. Also, another thing that people overlook is building a community. Let's just say that you're selling products for beauty, right? Just focus on anti-wrinkle. And you start either a Facebook group, you start a YouTube channel, you start a TikTok account for that. There you have a pool of people that are interested in your product. And if those pool of people are interested in your product, you can either ask questions. Hey guys, if you were to buy a new anti-wrinkle lotion, what would you like to be made out of? How would you like to smell? Would you like to smell like lavender or like cotton candy? And then people can, if you have a big enough community, maybe they can help you with that. So there's a lot of things that you could do to be able to understand your buyer persona more. But at the end of the day, marketing, unfortunately, is not what a lot of people think. It's not 1 + 1 = 2. That's just not how marketing works. Marketing is making an assumption, the best assumption as possible, and then adjusting. We have something at Share Studio, which is basically a guarantee. So when you work with us, and I'm going to try to make a sales pitch, this is just how we work. When you work with us, we make an analysis. We do an analysis, and based on that analysis, we do an assumption. Most of the times, thankfully, we get it right. But when we haven't gotten it completely right, what we do is we modify our clients' content that we created until we get it right. And we do this for free. So we have a guarantee that we'll modify your content until we get it right, completely for free. So yeah, I hope that answered your question, man.
Yeah, thank you for your answer. Yeah,
no worries. All right, so for PPC, disruption, focus on the customers, the buyer persona, not your brands. Keep it short. Remember to be optimized for mobile, because now you can run PPC ads vertically. You can also upload these videos vertically into Amazon Post. So you have a lot of data, remember, okay? And you asked a question, Bobby, it's like, can you start an Amazon business if you have any money? Kinda, if you're using the whole array of tools. So a lot of brands forget to do this, man, forget to use Amazon Post, forget to do things like that. Make sure you're using it. So what questions should we be answering? Is your problem being solved by your product? Is it something that is inspiring, to do more? Will that increase their happiness? Will that make them better? How does it improve your client's life, honestly? And the other thing is social media videos or outside traffic videos. Let's just focus on TikTok right now, because TikTok is super, super trendy, right? So remember that those wingers, the lateral. If you're listening, you're doing everything possible. You're spending money on PPC. You're doing everything that's possible to drive traffic from the midfield into Son for Son to score the goal. And not a lot of balls are passing through. You need to use the wingers so they can send through. This is TikTok ads. This is external traffic ads. We do content for TikTok ads as well. Be sure that you're trying to use as much as possible. Listing video. You're doing listing video, you're doing PPC videos, you're doing premium plus content video, and so on and so forth. This should work. And sometimes when it's not enough because competition is just crazy right now, as you know, super crazy, start using also external traffic, okay? Not just photos, not just videos. It's a whole array, a whole bundle of things. Your whole team needs to be in top shape. If just Son is in top shape, nothing's going to happen. If just your external traffic is in top shape, nothing's going to happen. If the manager is not in top shape, nothing. Everything has to be good so you can beat the defense.
Everything needed top shape. Yes, I understand.
So if they want to help, if you need help, again, you can come on a call with us and we'll give you literally just advice for free. And if you want to use it, you can use it with any other company, or if you want to work with us, you can work with us. If you don't have enough budget for Share Studio, we can work with Spirit Creative Studios, which is very, very affordable. Like prices start like $500. Like it's not that bad for Spirit Creatives. Share Studio prices start more than $1,000, but the content's completely different, obviously. That's just how it is.
Yeah,
man.
Okay, so I have another question. You're just saying TikTok, right? So my question is, of course, TikTok is super trending now. So a lot of people, playing, TikTok, uploading, hot video, anything. But TikTok also have their own e-commerce shop, right? TikTok shop. Right now, Temu is also impact to US e-commerce market. So what do you think these guys like TikTok and then Temu, as Amazon seller, we need to focus on things. So I got a lot of questions sometimes from, Korean Amazon seller. Do I open, TikTok shop or even Temu? I think Temu, they have on, US, they invite program US seller, I think. So sometimes people ask me if I got an email from Temu, can I sell my product Temu? So what do you think? Because you have a good experience. What is your thing? Amazon, e-commerce or, environment things, future.
So this is my take on it. When the internet came out, everybody was like, oh my God, the world's going to end. Like, AI came out, oh my God, everybody's going to lose their jobs. It's like some people are going to lose their jobs. It's normal. It's part of evolution. We just have to adapt to it. And the beautiful thing about the human race is that we adapt to everything almost, right? So this is just one more thing that you have to adapt to. What I would do, I wouldn't just put my eggs in one basket. If Amazon is my biggest basket, obviously I would treat it as beautifully as possible. But if there's TikTok shop and I have the bandwidth and I have the team to upload a content, put my things, I have a 3PL and all these things to be able to sell through a TikTok shop, obviously I would do it. Still in the US, so I'm from Latin America, I'm from Venezuela. And when I'm there, I kind of lose track of things here a little bit, right? Because you're there, it's a different environment, different ambience, etc. When you're in the US, people still, if you're selling the US marketplace, people still buy way more on Amazon. And that's what the numbers are showing because they trust Amazon more. Is TikTok getting traffic? Yes, of course, but a lot of people are going into Amazon to buy it because they have more confidence in Amazon. As you know, there's a war right now on TikTok. They're trying to ban TikTok here in the US and all these things. So I wouldn't be too much concerned. I would honestly try to build my community way more. That's where I would be concerned, just building my community. Facebook groups, if your buyer persona is a little bit on the older side, if it's a younger side, Instagram, TikTok, etc. That's where I would be the most amount of attention to. And you can, if you have a 3PL, you can just create a new store on Shopify or on Teamweaver or on Amazon and just put it there. But if you have loyal fans, if you have actually loyal buyers that will buy your product, they're gonna stick with you no matter what. Like I buy a lotion for my hair, and I couldn't find that lotion. I had to email the brand. That's how much the brand got my got me as a client and got my respect and fidelity that I wanted to buy from them. So it's just gonna be building that brand so they feel like they have to meet, they need you, So yeah, that's I wouldn't be. I mean, everybody's scared because it's the new thing, but here in the US, like Amazon is still king, and Walmart is trying to invest a lot into it, right? And it's huge, and Amazon is still number one.
Amazon is still number one. Yeah.
And I would be concerned if Amazon didn't invest so much money into marketing. But Amazon's like so big, and they understand that they're bringing out a bunch of new things every time.
Yeah, I agree. Community, build a community, most important thing, and then make it your real follower, your brand follower. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to add some other things. I remember that your star player, your captain, is your listing. Okay, that's your listing. And eight-figure sellers have amazing team captains, right? So remember that your midfielders are your PPC videos and anything that's driving traffic. You can open up the game by external traffic through the wingers, through the laterals, so you can center, right? But at the end of the day, every ball is going to come down to your striker. So that's right, you can create a goal. Your striker, okay, your star player is your listing. So make sure that listing is optimized as best as you can with feeling-labels content, progress images that actually tell a story. Okay, it's very important that you tell the story, all right? And it needs to be in great condition, all right? So make sure that you optimize it. If you don't have premium plus content, guys, it's free to access before you needed to invest like $500,000, $200,000 to $500,000 to get premium plus content. Now it's free if you unlock it. We can help you unlock it. Make sure that you have the detailed bullet points and the titles optimized as much as possible, the reviews, etc. All right. So make sure that you can score a goal. If you don't score a goal, you're not making any money, and that's what we want you to do. Okay. So mastering football is just like mastering the FBA. Strong team, solid strategy, the ability to adapt to changing conditions, such as Timo and TikTok shops. All right. So make sure that you reach out, and we can help you as we can. We go from there, man.
Yeah. So, Rafael, thank you for your passionate and insightful presentation. I think so many Korean sellers, they're watching this video and then they run a lot of things. Like they can get a lot of idea from, in this video and from you and from your company. Appreciate that. And finally, is there anything you'd like to say to Korean Amazon seller,
Thank you so much for watching. Your time is invaluable. It's the only thing that you cannot get back. So I appreciate you for investing your time into this. And for that, reach out, tell me that you're coming from Solid Kingdom, from Bobio, and I'll give you the best discount that I can so we can at least get started working together. And if not, I'll give you as much value as I can. Honestly, I will.
Okay. Thank you, Rafael. So, 지금 이 비디오 보고 계신다면 이 QR코드를 스캔하시면은 예약을 하실 수가 있거든요. 그리고 아까 리스팅 어딧 같은 것도 하실 수 있고 하니까 한번 시간이 되시고 하시는 분들은 일단 어딧하는 데 비용이 들지 않기 때문에 리스팅에 대해서 이야기 한번 해보시고 아이디어도 얻어보시면 좋을 것 같고요. 오늘 전반적으로 제가 여러 가지 질문들을 사실 사전에 합의되지 않은 여러 가지 질문들도 제가 이렇게 막 던져봤는데 그거에 대해서 성실하게 답변을 해주고 또 내용들이 도움이 많이 되었던 것 같습니다. 저한테도. 그래서 이 영상 보시는 분들 중에서 라파엘한테 하고 싶은 얘기가 있으면은 코멘트 섹션에다가 코멘트 영어로 남겨주시면 좋을 것 같고요. 영상 시청해주셔서 감사드리고요. 저는 또 다음 동영상으로 돌아오도록 하겠습니다. 프라임데이 얼마 안 남았잖아요. 프라임데이도 대박 나시길 바라겠습니다.